Good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Ah, it's Friday. Something like that. Everything feels a little bit off as usual, as it's wont to do. I've wandered off to the left a little. How are we all doing anyway? Hope we're having a good one. It's been... this day has got busier and busier as it's gone on, hence the slightly late start. I do apologise. I knew I was going to have a late start, but inevitably it ended up being later than I hoped. But, yeah, made a video, well, last night the Season 23 rewards were released, and it was too late for me to do anything about it really last night, so kind of got on that today. And then once I was finishing that off, I was like, oh, by the way, we've got a Burning Springs AMA thing coming out in a little bit. It's like, oh, great, that's exactly the time that I'm not fucking available. Not that I can do much about that, it is what it is, but yeah, I had to make sure I can make a video on that tomorrow. And then after that, like, oh, by the way, more videos to make. So I was like, well, so much for my fucking quiet weekend, eh? That I wanted. So, yeah, I guess that's stuff that idea right up, isn't it? Look, kitty cat. Yes, you can have dinner in about 10 minutes if you go downstairs and ask the other person for it. And art graders right now. Shame, shame, shame. AI filth, shame. We don't have that around here. Not that kind of AI filth, anyway. Terminators only. Yeah, so I guess I've got a busy weekend ahead. We'll see how we juggle things. There'll be videos, at least one video tomorrow. Well, a video tomorrow, another one on Monday, probably. And we'll see how we go from there. And then probably by the time we've done all that, it'll be likely the middle of next week before we get to my build video. But we'll see how we do. It's the way it goes, isn't it? Anyway, evening, everyone. I wonder if YouTube's going to stop being an us. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, right. Evening Tigger, evening Wayne. Commander Gold, welcome on in. How are we all doing? Catch up. Evening Paul, evening Noel. Evening Steve, AFK for a bit, that's fair. Evening Ferro, you alright? Right. So, no, she's moved over there. Okay. For a minute, I might end up accidentally kicking the cat. I don't want to do that. So, the plan is Fallout 4 today. As you may have noticed. For those wondering, the Outer Worlds has been, I think, probably permanently shelved. As with the first game, it started off interesting and then went off the edge. By the end of the prologue, it already started getting less good, and then it continued to do so, and I got bored and ran out of any patience for it. So that one's going on the back burner. It's unfortunate. Both Outer Worlds games had a lot of potential, but they failed to capitalise on them, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Not a successful series in my view. The reviews are interesting on Steam. It's generally got like mostly positive reviews, but when you actually dive into them, even the positive reviews are saying it's not that good. And the negative ones are basically saying the same shit that I said, which is it doesn't really do anything the first game didn't. It simplifies some areas and it's really not very interesting. So yeah, that's where we are on that one. So I'll place that one aside, unfortunately, and we'll play some Fallout 4 instead, because, you know, I'm enjoying that. Bunch of Fallout 4 content incoming, or at least some Fallout 4 content incoming before too much longer as well. Right. Ooh, nearly clicked the wrong thing. I have to double launch after a new launch of the PC if I've shut it down. Because first thing, Script Extender tries to launch the base version of the game, weirdly. Doesn't make a lot of sense, considering the whole point of launching Script Extender is to not do that. So then I have to close that and then do it again, and that launches the right thing. Which I've always had to do, but I don't really understand. The weird idiosyncrasies of modding. Sure what's going on there. Oh, for the love of... There we go, real life. A bit temperamental. Some persuasion required, although it's to be expected when you mess around with game files, really, isn't it? Wonderful. Dun dun. Piano chords. So I have done a couple of little bits and pieces actually on my own time with Fallout 4. I've just tweaked a few bits around Sanctuary and set up some supply lines between Sanctuary, Red Rocket and Abernathy. That's about it. But it is kind of dark. So, yeah. Basically, we've gotten this far. We've kind of hit all of this corner of the map, haven't we, so far? We're going to range out a bit further and sort of do this bit, I think. We may even make it as far as Lexington. I don't know. We're going to start pushing out a bit. Yeah, I set up a radio recruitment beacon in Sanctuary. Set the first one off to Abernathy and connected Abernathy to Red Rocket, as I actually had Abernathy with a bed and stuff in it for the settler, the provisioner, because they need one at whichever one they're technically resident at. So I connected those two together, and then went over to Red Rocket, put a couple of bits and pieces in there. I also put a big old water purifier at Abernathy and a generator, which took a little bit of doing. But that means between these three, they can kind of feed extra supplies to Red Rocket in terms of food and water, mostly Abernathy doing that. So yeah, I might have to put some extra settlers in there and use Abernathy to supply other settlements to a degree, maybe, as we go on. We'll see. But for now, that's supporting all of this. 10 Pines is likely to be the next one that goes on the list. So when it does, that'll supply its own food anyway. So, but yeah, they're kind of supporting that, and there's somewhere for the settler at Red Rocket to sleep as they move between Sanctuary and Red Rocket, and then we'll set somebody up going this way before too long, I think. So yeah, that's basically what I've done there. I've done a couple of other bits as well. Turn this on. Moved a couple of bits this way. Have I got the mod on? I have not, have I? Oh, that's unfortunate. Right. In which case, let's jump back to the main menu and just quickly turn on the scrapping mod again. So we'll have turned it off to adjust things. So they are still as temperamental as ever. Load order, please. Where are you? I don't know. Probably not that far. Oh, there you are. Well, turn you back on again then. Cool. Oh, that is very cold. Why have I got lots of notifications? There we go. Right. Now then, minor inconvenience aside, let's be pushing on again. Oh, I also found Trash Can Carla had a laser pistol in her inventory, so I grabbed that in a, yeah, available for sale, for purchase. Whether or not I'm going to equip it just yet, I don't know, because we have got the issue of, yeah, there we go, keeping it supplied with ammunition, so it may be a bit early for that to be reliable yet. Still, with the difficulty set up, well, with the damage output set up the way we've got it, one shot or two should be enough to take down pretty much any enemy anyway, so maybe I don't need to worry too much. Oh yeah, I locked the door because Dogmeat has a habit of opening it, and I keep finding Bomber Murphy in here as well. So I've cleaned up a little bit, got rid of some of the trash, boarded up some of the windows. It's not a perfect job, but hey, it's the wasteland, isn't it? Boarded up the hole there. Just straightened up a bit. Moved the workbenches I currently have available back to the house. This is kind of set up as a safe house kind of vibe for now. I'll set up the house across the way for the settlers another time. But I'll do that eventually. I don't know, I'm kind of not sure how I want to set things up at the moment, settlement-wise. Yeah, putting these walls in is interesting, because this gap here between the fridge and the window, you can look out of it, but when you go around the outside, it's solid from the outside. So it's a bit weird. So I actually had to board that window up twice, because, yeah, it wasn't right. So there we go. But I moved that in. I want to squeeze this lot all into this corner. So, yeah, you actually access the armor bench from this side. But that should work. Power armor's still over the way, but... The chemistry bench is tucked in here for now. I may make some adjustments. I don't like scrapping Codsworth's box, because it just feels a bit weird. We need to talk to Codsworth before we go anywhere else. Cleaned up the bathroom as well. Needs a little bit of something. Not sure what. Part of me is also tempted to put the chemistry bench in the bathroom. I don't know. Sion's room is currently locked up because I don't want to change anything. I'm having issues with moving this stuff around at the minute, possibly because of mods and things. But I would like to straighten it up and make it look as much as possible like it did pre-war. The idea that he's just kind of kept it for him, you know? I also don't want people going in there. I definitely don't want dog meat constantly opening the door. And the bedroom is a little Spartan at the moment. I decided to put a window in there, but I'm not sure if I should have done or not. And I've moved the stuff that was in the drawers over there into this cabinet here. And there's a suitcase on the top of it. So that's where we're at for right now. I did try and put a pillow on here, but I was having issues with that, so I might mess around with AC Decorator and see if that works any better. But I'm not doing that right now. But there we are. That's what I've done. I've cleaned this place up a bit. Come on out, dog meat. Get out of here. Yeah, fine, I'll deal with it in a minute. Not. So yeah, I've moved the workbenches off here to do that. Mostly cleaned up in here. Not completely, but mostly. I'd probably clean it up a bit more eventually. I've currently got all of the settlers crammed into the bedroom here. And nothing going on in the bathroom. I'm debating whether or not to make this a bathroom, or I might make that a bedroom for the Longs. So, you know, they have their own space, and then put Sturgis and Preston in there. And maybe shore up the kitchen and replace that to make that a bedroom for Mama Murphy, maybe? And they're all kind of set up in the one house. Make like a communal kitchen down the end there and living space here. And I don't know what I'd do out here. They've got their plants and stuff growing out here.
Nothing I hate more than raiders scumbags. If you run into any, put a few down for me.
I might wall it off, or I might something like that. I'll have a think about how I might do this at a later date. I might also put it around the back of my place and wall that off a bit more. But if it leaves them vulnerable or not, I'd have to wall sort of all the way across here probably, and then come out that way. So it might be better to move stuff over to the back of mine and wall it off. And they'll just have to take the risk of crossing the road, won't they? Something like that, maybe. We'll think about it, because I kind of like the safe house vibe for this, but I'm not sure. Also, this is the only cooking station I've got right now, so it's dog meat.
Hey, over here.
Get used. Lest Mama Murphy keep going in there and sitting on my couch and do a load of chems or something. Anyway, now I've locked the door and got dog meat out there. I need to have a nap, make the sun come up, and then we'll go and find Codsworth. Half two. That didn't work the way I was hoping it was going to. Okay, that's also not working. Brain is not functioning at all today, apparently. Half five or half six? Yeah, let's do half five. And we've got to maximise our daylight. Kitty cat was nagging for food, and now she's settled down for a nap. And her dinner time has rolled on by. Silly girl. Truth be told, I don't need to Worry about dog meat. He'll teleport if need be, won't he? Now, Codsworth has been wandering around this way a little bit. Going in and out of these houses lately. I don't know where he's actually got to, but... There he is, just hanging out here for some weird reason.
Shrike, welcome back, sir. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
Nothing's here while I was gone. Could say that I made a few friends. Nothing useful, maybe we'll see. How are things here while I was gone?
How were things here while I was gone?
Oh, just catching up on old yard work. Some occasional pest control. And you, sir? Anything to be found in Concord?
Made a few new friends.
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
Yes, of course, no. Trade some items. Would you like to? Would you like to?
Would you like to?
As you wish, sir.
Yeah, because somehow at this stage, it's weird that that goes that way. Because you get a better response out of him if you've got a better rep with him. But you can't really have that good a reputation with him at this point. So, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not I want to travel with Codsworth. I mean, yeah, if he becomes a problem, I can always send him back later, can't I?
Yes, of course.
As you wish, sir.
So, Codsworth is with me, and so's Dogmeat, because I've got everybody's best friend on as well. Right, now then, let's just check my inventory situation. Got a laser pistol in here that I'm not using right now. I've got 100 shots for it, but I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on that. It's not quite as powerful as my 10mm, but it doesn't really matter that much. And my laser musket is only technically slightly more powerful, but I can crank it to be more powerful. But it's my sniper option for now. Military fatigues on, bunch of leather armor. Otherwise, I think we're basically ready to roll, aren't we? Shotgun shots. Have I actually got a shotgun with me? I don't. I don't actually have a shotgun with me. There were reasons for that. I forget what those reasons were, but there were reasons. I'm going to put those in here. I'm not sure. Apparently I've got enough ammo in there anyway, so... There has been the odd issue here and there with the survival mode mod that I've got. I'm not quite doing what I want it to do, but I think we'll manage for now. So, quest-wise, our next step is to go and talk to, the settlers at 10 Pines Bluff, which we'll make our way that way to do that. There's also Drumlin Diner down here that I would like to hit. So I might head down to Drumlin Diner. I mean, logically, we kind of go that way after that. So, yeah, I might go via to Drumlin Diner and then back up that way round. It's a bit of a long way round once you've gone that way. Something like that, maybe. You'd hunt down some more raiders and stuff and take some armour off them. And, well, bit by bit, because my... provisioners are definitely not as well as equipped as they could be. This guy in particular doesn't have any chest armor on him.
Everything hurts.
So there's another thing. The different settlers have different kind of types. That guy is technically a farmer settler, and their dialogue lines are different depending on their professions and the clothes they wear. Even though you can assign any of them to be provisioners, he's still kind of a farmer at heart, which is... But doing anything about it is kind of a pain in the neck. Just because it's random in terms of which way they come in, and then you have to try and assign them places, and it's a problem. You may notice this bridge looks a little different from last time. Textures are technically not as highly detailed as they were, because and the bridge has been repaired, which I didn't really want, but the hammering mod I had to stop the settlers in their hammering wasn't working. Apparently hadn't been for a bit. I did not realise this, but there we go. And most others since the anniversary update apparently have stopped working as well. But the one I had previously that also fixes the bridge does still work. So it was like, well, I guess I'll just have to have the bridge fixed, won't I? Only in Red Wolf, you right? So in here, made a couple of adjustments, just tidied up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And there's a bed in here. So the settler has a roof over their head. But most of their supplies are coming in from Abernathy, where the other settler is based, the other provisioner. Yeah, so I'm not really decided on just how far I want to go with sort of building up settlements and stuff. We'll probably get into it a fair bit, because I always bloody do, don't I? But, I don't know, themes and stuff. I don't know if I want to have a thematic playthrough or not. Kind of like the idea of having a primary sort of player home stroke safe house somewhere. I'm leaning towards maybe Taffington, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Oh, we could go through the underground here, couldn't we? That's a good idea. Let's do that while we're here. Haven't done that yet. For the love of God. Yeah, I don't know if it's the MCM thing that's having issues at the moment, or if it's my survival options mod, but it's being a bit of an arse about stuff. Yeah, it's just not saving, even though I want it to. Oh well. Probably the survival mod that's having issues more than MCM, but I don't know. Technically playing a survival playthrough, but I want it set up my way, not like traditional survival. Just to just say more dangerous combat and nothing else.
Rubbish.
Scrap, Coldsworth. Scrap, not rubbish. Yeah, one of the situations I do find myself in at the minute is that I don't have anything like enough caps to buy supplies to do any building with. So I definitely need to be building some of those up. And there are ways of doing that faster, of course, but selling water or selling large quantities of jet is also effective.
Hostile life signs.
Yeah. Well, 3 of them. Where's the next one? You. Yeah. Take the hide for leather, for sure. Ooh. You know what? Decoration. Decoration, that's what that is, or that's what it will be anyway. I'm not going to eat it, but... Nice 210-year-old crisps, probably going to taste bad.
Sir, judging by my navigational sensors, we're now directly beneath Concord.
Well done. Congratulations for informing me of things that I was already 100% aware of. Back up, boyos. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oof. I did very briefly during my off-stream excursions encounter a Mirelurk that went, and it went badly, to say the least. I got wrecked. As in absolutely one shot. I was a little worried there. We got away with it, that's the main thing. Jet, thank you. All your stuff. Now then, getting up there is always difficult. There's a couple of maybe ways to do this. Corpse down there, and then you're out of my way. This is probably going to be a bit too far to try and jump. Yes. So we'll go with an oldie but a goodie. Let's see if the lurky's going to help. May not. No, he's not actually solid. Didn't think so. So now we need to go and find things that are solid. This. And there we go. Get a little bit of help, don't we? Done that a few ways. Wrecked, but not in the good way, yeah, for sure. Definitely dodge this moment. The heavy front end really doesn't become visible from this angle, does it? Pity. Pew pew. Creepy music. Xion sir, doing good work as always. There we go. I feel like I missed either a bobblehead or possibly a magazine down there. Something is pinging in the back of my brain right now. Knew what it was. Just a tattoo. That was a bit fucking unkind there, Codsworth. Taking the brain out for a stroll. Sarky it. Still, his tone will improve soon enough, I'm sure. So we are here. Okay. Across front of the Museum of Freedom. Imagine if you managed to sneak down there before the Deathclaw came out and you met it in the underground. What you found, buddy? Yeah, I don't really need you to pick up hard hats for me. He's probably got a bunch of stuff I need to sell, though. Yeah, he does. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that, rather. We'll see how this goes when we go and meet Rudy, is it? Yeah, it's Drumlin Diner. Just a moment. Maybe it did save and it just didn't tell me. It's weird. The Commonwealth looking so stark with this LUT on. I'm liking it. It's a change of tone. Ah! I knew that was going to happen. Somehow I knew it would take a couple of attempts. Because it does every damn time I do that. Somebody's woken up and decided it's time for food. In fact, she does that every time she wakes up, so, you know, this is what it is. Yeah, I was thinking something similar. You, buddy! I didn't go quite the way I wanted it to, but hey. Oh, there's another one somewhere that Cosworth has apparently managed to kill and I can't see them. Down here, is that raiders? No, it isn't. That is traders.
Larry's the one to talk to, unless you want a problem.
Smiling
Hey there.
Larry.
You looking to trade? Smiling Larry's got what you want.
What's going on here?
What are you doing out here?
People want something. Smiling Larry finds it, brings it to him. The whole Commonwealth knows me. Now, what about doing some trading?
I don't feel like I know this guy. Which might mean he might be something modded in by my Commonwealth Encounters mod. Or, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I've just forgotten him and not encountered him very often.
Let's trade.
Smiling Larry has what you need, guaranteed.
Different to yours, mods to re-green it. Yeah, I've thought about going down that road and doing a version of the game that's really, really green. I've thought about doing a version that's like Nuclear Winter as well. Because I think that both of those could be quite fun. Maybe something to do in future. Right, so what do I want to get shot of? Probably that. Although, to be fair... No muzzle, okay, which looks like it's got a muzzle. Pipe pistols, we'll get rid of those. more than he's got, but I'm probably going to buy some stuff. Let's just see. 10 mil. I guess I'm not going to buy much, am I? That's a bit disappointing. I was hoping for a little bit more luck than that. I'm only a little over what he's actually got, though, so... Yep, that works for me.
Just keep your hands where I can see them.
Well, friend forgot half of her clothes. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like it's probably, because it's November, it's probably quite chilly out here. I did also see a seasons mod that was quite interesting. It'll move it from, like, yeah, start you off in autumn, and then it'll move rapidly to winter, and then move to spring and summer, and the greenery of the Commonwealth will change as you sort of press on, as time rolls on, according to the in-game calendar. Right. It's not bloody saving, is it? That's very fucking annoying. Right. Bear with. See if that gets deleted. It might get deleted when I load back in, but... Ah, I see. Vanilla trader, rare encounter shots. That does make sense, actually. I feel like I may have encountered him at some point, but... So he has deleted it. That's annoying. I've got an idea. Because I want a positive outcome from, probably want a positive outcome from the encounter we're about to have, and that means I would like to save it first, just in case it doesn't go my way. What is it, buddy? Oh, he's wandered back through.
Don't try anything.
Found something, dog mate? Ah, that's the other corpse, okay. Want to get your photoreceptors checked there, can't see? Because he's definitely a she.
We had a
Drum
deal.
and diner.
Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
Carla on the corner? Could be.
Whoa, whoa. Easy there, Scabber. This doesn't involve you.
What's going on here? Looks like you got some trouble I could help. Stop waving that gun in my face or it's going to involve me. I'm calling it right here. This world could officially bite my ass. I'm tempted by that one, but I'm going to go persuasive.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it. You're dead. You crossed the wrong.
I may have failed there. I failed to intimidate him, which I thought my speech would have thought rather my speech would be high enough to. That's not something he wanted to do, but that's why we saved it. are you barking at? Like you're just trying to tell me there's something down here I've missed, but... So I don't know.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers
wonder what
anything.
Diamond City
Do you know
will
what
be
that junk has done to
The
my
name has
boy?
anything
He
to
bought
do
them
with it.
fair and
Must be
square, Trudy.
Quite nice.
Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours. Whoa, whoa. Easy there, Scabber. This doesn't involve you.
Let's give it another go.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it. You're dead. You crossed the...
I'm going to reload, but on general principle.
For now.
I don't think I'm going to try and persuade him again, but... Have I got stuck? No, I haven't. Okay. Huh.
Well, he certainly doesn't need that anymore.
Hey, hey, hey. Where does that road go? It's that one, is it? Okay. Just does a big D shape back towards Lexington, which it really needn't be there. I mean, you can then take it back that way, I suppose. Probably be the thing to do, actually. Really wouldn't. Maybe.
We had
I
a
wonder what
deal,
Diamond
Trudy.
City will be like.
Hand over the
The name
goods.
has anything
You
to do
owe
with
us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything.
Whoa, whoa.
Do you know what that
Easy
junk
there,
has done to my boy?
This doesn't involve you.
I'm calling it right here. This world can officially bite my ass.
Hey, we all got problems, all right? I'm just trying to collect on what's owed.
What? Codsworth dislikes that? Fuck off. He doesn't like me being sarcastic, apparently. Despite the fact I have every fucking reason to be.
Pick anything good?
Didn't steal anything. It was a raider who attacked me and died as a result.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what
I
that
wonder
junk
what
has done to
Diamond
my
City
boy?
will be
He
like.
bought them
The
fair and
name
square.
has anything to do with it. Must
Ain't
be
our fault.
quite
if he's
nice.
strung out. Now, don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
Trying to figure out what Dogmeat's trying to show me, but I'm not sure.
Whoa, whoa. Easy there, Scabber. This doesn't involve you.
What's going on here?
What's going on here?
That's a simple business dispute, got it? Trudy's sitting on a pile of goods that she owes me. I tried reasoning with her, but it looks like I gotta take what's mine by force. Want to make some easy money? Help me out. I could use another gun. Or maybe you think you can talk some sense into her.
I'd like to do that, but Codsworth won't like it very much. I'll talk to her. Who's Trudy?
Who's Trudy?
See that diner right in front of us? Trudy owns the place. She's converted it into a small shop. I sell her chems, she gives me caps and parts I need. And when her son Patrick had his 18th birthday, I might have sold him some jet. Then some more. Then a lot more. Now he's in debt.
What's Jet?
Jet? What's Jet?
That's my top seller. Gives you a high like you wouldn't believe. My customers swear it makes them faster. Always take off before a fight. I guess Patrick was looking to get from under his mama's skirt and be like the tough guys. So, he bought some. And once you're on it, why stop? Now, I've sold that boy a lot of my jet, and I expect someone to make good on his promises that I get paid.
Sounds like family should pay what they owe you. Scumbag made him an addict. Looks to me like they shouldn't have bought that jet and you shouldn't have sold them. I'm going to go with the last one. Scumbag is probably true, but let's go with that one.
Looks to me like they shouldn't have bought that jet, and you shouldn't have sold it to them.
Yeah, well, hindsight's a bitch. And I'm holding the leash. Now, you gonna help us out, or what?
Why would I help you exactly?
And why would I help you exactly?
Look, I deal in chems. You know, medicine. Kinda useful out in these parts. Stim packs can patch up your wounds in seconds. Not to mention all the fun stuff. I got that too. You help me out and we can do business. Trust me, I'm a good friend to have.
Alright, I'll talk to her.
I'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this out.
Appreciate it. If things go sideways, we'll back you up.
Right.
Hey there.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well, he ain't getting his money. Period.
Why what's this about? Let go of the money, just pay them, it'll be over, everyone walks away without getting hurt. You're not dealing with Wolfgang anymore. You're dealing with me, so hand over the money before it gets ugly. What's all this about?
Why? What's this all about?
Oh, that chem pusher didn't tell you? He got my
Well, he
boy
did,
hooked
but-
on Jet. Sold him a ton of junk on credit. And now he expects me to pay him off. That bastard ain't getting a single damn cap from me.
What can I do to help you?
I want to help you, Trudy. What can I do?
Get rid of Wolfgang. I don't know what he offered you, but I'll pay you 100 caps to kill that jet-selling scumbag.
Why should I help you?
And why should I help you?
Look, this place might not look it, but caravans come through here, okay? I have supplies. You help me, we can trade for whatever you need.
She's definitely my preference over him, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'll get rid of him.
All right, Trudy. I'll get rid of him.
Thank you. I'll back you up from here. Go get him.
That wasn't what I planned to do. I planned to try and talk him out of it. God damn it. I think I forgot how that conversation goes. I think I'd have to talk her into paying him to get the result I want. And I think ultimately that's the way to go, because it's just life is a bit easier for me that way.
Naughty work, but wouldn't want to leave the good stuff.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you
Whoa,
poison
whoa.
shilling chem
Easy
pushers
there,
anything.
Scammer.
Do you know what that junk has
doesn't
done to
involve
my
you.
boy?
What's going on here?
That's a simple business. I tried Want to make some
Who's Trudy?
See that diner right? She's converted. And when her son...
Jet?
Let's...
Sure.
I guess... Now, I've sold that boy a lot of...
Uh-huh. Looks to me like they...
Yeah, well...
Mm-hmm. And why would I...
Look, I did...
Uh-huh.
Not to mention...
I'll talk to her.
I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well,
Right. Why? What's this all about?
oh, that chem push, that bastard ain't.
Let's try that one
I
again.
want to help you, Trudy.
Get rid of Wolfgang.
Uh-huh.
If I do that, I think she's probably going
Not
to
gonna
shoot me, isn't she?
Then I guess I gotta do what...
Oh, she absolutely blew me away there. Yeah, I will have to try and persuade her to cough up if I want to keep Wolfgang alive. Not really the outcome I really wanted, but oh well. God, it's been a while since I went through this conversation. I can't remember that.
Try. Think anything good?
Quick draw Trudy down there, yeah. Sharp as a razor. Boom, done.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you
Whoa,
poison
whoa.
shilling chem
Easy
pushes
there,
anything.
Skip.
Do you know what that junk has done to my
What's
boy?
going on here?
That's a simple bit. I tried reasoning with her. Want to make some easy.
Who's Trudy?
See that dime? She's converted.
Uh-huh.
And when her son Pat.
Jet?
That's my. I guess Pat. Now I've sold.
Looks to me like...
Yeah, well.
And why would I help you?
Look, I deal in. Not to mention all.
Uh-huh.
Codsworth won't like that one, so.
I'll talk to her.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking.
Sure. Why? What's...
Oh, that bastard.
You have money if you pay them. I don't want to be the threatening one. I'll try and do the persuasive one, I think.
Look, you owe them money. If you just pay them, then this'll be over. Everyone walks away without getting hurt.
All right, I'll pay. But that bastard ain't gonna sell one more drop of jet to my boy. You hear that, Wolfgang? You'll get your damn money, but I better not catch you selling chems to my boy again.
Fine by me, Trudy. Your son's broke as shit anyhow.
All right, crisis is over. If you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Nice. That's a bit of
We
a
get paid,
buff,
and I don't
but
even gotta shoot nobody. Good job. Here. Now how about I show you all the pick-me-ups I have to offer?
get the same out money anyway, but I don't get a discount off Trudy. Kind of chems you
What
sell?
kind of chems do you sell, anyway?
But whatever I can get a hold of. Jet's popular. Gives you a rush when you need it. Like when you need to hurt somebody. Stim packs are like gold, of course. Everyone's bound to get hurt and need fixing sometime. And I always try to carry Rat away for obvious reasons. Just pick something up. Have a taste. Best way to get to know the product.
Let's see what you've got.
You got needs, I got product.
He is quite the dick. However, he does have money, so I will empty out some of the crap that I'm carrying around onto him. Anything here on get right? Going fairly well, I think. A little too well. All right. Don't think he's got anything else I want, though. Bunch of chems, but I'm not going to bother with that.
City will be like. If the name has anything to do with it, it must be quite nice.
Huh?
I don't think Carla will have
Carla.
Hey there.
a great deal of caps on her. Is there something about directions to Diamond City earlier?
Did you say something about directions to Diamond City earlier?
Directions. Figures. Just keep going until you see the skyline. Cross the river. You'll find the Great Green Jewel just inside the city limits.
Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
Let's see what you've got.
I got a little bit of everything.
Oh, she's got a little bit of cash on her. It's more than I expected. 45. No, don't think so, but just in case. No, I'll get rid of that. Cool. She got baseball bat. Minigun. I'm pretty sure I sold that to her. Yeah, most of what she's got here I sold to her. A couple of fusion cells which I'm tempted to buy. 80 really isn't worth spending money on. It's not enough of a gain. Which means I'm now cleaned out. I haven't even spoken to Trudy yet.
Excuse me.
We're open for business again. A little lighter in the pocket thanks to you. How about you buy something and make it up to us?
You got it covered from
You
here?
got things covered from here?
Yeah. It's gonna take my son a while to get off the chems, but we'll make it. We always do. Now, let's get back to business. You need anything for the road?
See what you got.
Let's see what you've got.
It's all worth every cap I'm charging.
Aye. Can always use that. Still not sure where the Nuka-Cola stuff came from. Presumably one of my other mods, but I don't know. Might be one of the creations, but I don't remember that. Stim packs, bobby pins, some junk. She's got what? Yes, some bits and pieces. 10 fusion cells again. Not really worth it. I don't have anything to sell her right now, do I? Not really, no. Okay. Leave that there for now. This colour. Okay. Right. So, we need to make our way up to 10 pines. I think the thing to do is probably... I mean, I could go all the way down here and back up, because we're dangerous close to Lexington. I think I'll probably loop that way. Stay a bit further away, and then come this way. That'll take us up towards thicket excavations, won't it? As well as sunshine... not sunshine tidings, starlight driving. Still not bloody saving, is it? Don't really want to wait an hour either. I'll be careful, I guess. What's the road? Oh, blood bugs.
I trust everyone's still alive.
Yeah. Okay. Without dropping any spoilers, there's a throwback to Starlight Drive-In going into Burning Springs, which if you've probably seen that already, but still pretty cool. I think I might put this place on the map as well. I'll make sure I've got it available as a workshop. I don't generally build here because it's too big, but I might do eventually. Something comes together in my head to be a fun idea. Screenshot there. Usually stuff there, but it's also a bit of trouble usually. Something's over that side, isn't it? So. Oh, it's a mannequin, of course, isn't it? Ooh, pow, pow, pow. 3 shots, 3 kills. You see the bullet come out at the end there.
I was just getting warmed up.
Oof. Did I get hurt? No, just in the nick of time. Ooh, that was a bit close.
Good pickings?
Something like that anyway. I was just about to take a picture and then my HUD came back up and told me I was in combat.
Got it.
Yeah. Workshop claimed. Still in the junk there for now, I think. Curses! Curses! Death by ass full of... oh, no, no, not all the way back here. Fuck you. Right. That's very, very annoying. Give me a second. I want to give it a kick up the arse and see if I can persuade it to... like that mod to start working the way it's supposed to. It's very annoying that it's not doing. I should be able to save. I've specifically set it up so that I can. And it won't let me. Which is very, very annoying. Because that wouldn't have been half as annoying if I had been able to save just beforehand. So. Check for updates. Starters. There's one. I wonder if that'll help. I don't think I need this for the mod, but... Alright, hang on, so these come off. My update didn't go quite the way I was expecting it to, actually. Manage rules. Cool. I think has fixed it now. It's maybe got an update. Yep, that one does. Right. I wish there was a cancel option there, but that's fine. A couple of updates apparently. It said there was one. There's several. Must be Christmas. Yeah. Isn't that always the way? I feel like this happens every time, Steve. Every year. Oh, that's interesting. And that too. No, obviously. Cool. I'm not going to mess around with that right now. Actually, that has messed around with it, hasn't it? Right. Just updated several things. And one of the things that I want to check is switch itself on before I'm ready for it to do that. A couple of them have as well. That one... probably don't need that. No, I don't right now, so I'll disable that. And now I'm looking for the photo mode, which is just my photo mode mod, which is just updated. There it is. And I want to check it when I'm offline, not right now. So the only other thing would be to check CM. That should be, yeah. And survival. Survival options. There's no new update for that one, that's unfortunate, so that may still have issues. Alright, well, we'll see how we do. Certainly won't hurt the situation anyway, will it? You can go away, you can go away. Right, try again, shall we? At least once a month. Well, yeah. I've been making a concerted effort to be in touch more often with my mother because I definitely wasn't doing enough. But we're making progress on that. On the other hand, I mean, I don't visit as often as I'd like because reasons, but mostly because it's a pain in the arse to do. Travelling and all that. But I do try and talk a bit more often. On the other hand, it does always gripe me a little bit on that front, in that, you know, phones work both ways. Right, let's see if things are going to be a bit more agreeable this time. Hey, it's working this time. Right. Wish me luck.
Nice. I wonder what Diamond
Well,
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything.
Whoa,
you know
whoa,
what that junk has
easy
done to
there,
my
Scanner.
boy?
What's going on?
That's a simple bit.
Right.
I tried Want to make some meat.
Who's Trudy?
See that diner?
Sure.
She's converted.
Uh-huh.
And when her...
Jet? What's Jet?
That's my top. I guess, Pat. Now I've sold...
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
Looks to me like they...
Yeah, well...
And why would I...
Look, ideally. Not to mention all...
I'll talk to her.
Appreciate it.
Just in case it goes wrong, I don't have to go
I
through it
saw
all
you
again.
in that poison cellar talking. Well?
Mm-hmm. Why? What's this?
Oh, that,
Right.
that bastard.
Look, you owe the money.
I got a better idea. You take care of Wolfgang.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, that ain't gonna work, is it? Because, hang on. I just saved it, and it said it saved like twice. I think it might do. I think it's just giving them the wrong picture because it doesn't like being reasonable about it because I did it via a hotkey. Yeah, there we go. That's okay.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well?
Why?
Oh, that bastard.
Uh-huh. Look, you owe them.
I got a better idea. You take...
I'm not letting this fail. The main because their mum's on them all the time. Yeah, I mean,
I saw you in that poison cellar
I wouldn't
talking.
advocate for being in
Well,
somebody's back
he ain't
pockets,
getting
but,
his money. Period.
you know, aunts and all things.
Why? What's this all about?
Oh, that chem pusher. That bastarding.
It was one of the good things about like WhatsApp and stuff like that. Having WhatsApp groups and stuff. You can just kind of bung whatever comment in there you like, chuck pictures in there if you happen to take any and stuff like that, and you can kind of stay in touch with relatively low time investment and relatively easily. Just as you go going about whatever you're doing, and it just makes it a bit more organic, especially at a distance, or if you are at a distance, rather.
Look, you owe them.
I got a better idea.
For the love of
I'll
God.
take care of Wolfgang. I'll pay you on.
Right, I'm just going to take some mentats this time, see if we have a bit more luck. I think Codsworth's probably going to hate the mentats use, isn't he? Bloody robot. Let's try it and see what happens. I bet he does dislike it.
If he does it there, I don't want to go nodding off at an inopportune moment.
Yeah, I knew he'd dislike that. God damn it, Codsworth. You're so bloody awkward. And
I
straight-laced.
saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well?
Why? What's this?
Oh, that bastard.
Look, you owe them.
I got a better idea.
I really want to shoot her at the moment. Her stubbornness is getting on my nerves. Especially as it worked fine first time and then ended up dying because the mod wasn't working properly.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking.
Having to do all this again, rather. Not didn't die because of that, but...
Why?
Oh, that bastard.
Uh-huh. Look, you owe them money. If you just...
All right, I'll pay. But that bastard ain't gonna sell one more drop of jet to my... You hear that, Wolfgang? You'll get your damn money, but I better not catch you selling chems to my boy again.
Fine by me, Trudy. Your son's broke as shit anyhow.
All right, crisis is over. If you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
I wonder if they did that by having the
We get
Wolfgang
paid
voice
out
actor
of
stand
the
further back
production.
from the microphone and go,
Good
bye
job.
bye me, Trudy.
Here.
Like that.
How about I show you all the pick-me-ups I have to offer?
Because I kind of feel like that's how they did it. a little bit of that to it.
What kind of chem?
But whatever I can get. Stim pack, just pick some.
Let's see what you have.
I got stuff that'll...
Sure.
Maybe I don't want my mind blowing. Did you consider that, buddy boy? Did you consider that? Yeah, that's probably enough. Don't think there's much here that I want. A few of those. Oh yeah, I still need to loot the ever-loving hell out of Concord, don't I, as well? Do I really want to sell all those drugs, or do I want to hold on to them for decoration? I probably want to sell them. So much point in faffing around with that, really. So I'm going to go and trade with Carla.
Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
I'm pretty sure.
Did you say
Direct. Yep.
Carla?
Need to pick something
In
up?
blows the fog like nobody's
Long
business.
from here.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Let's take.
Always happy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't think she has much of value. Just in case, we'll double check again. Right. I'm
Thanks
pretty
for
sure I didn't
helping
get
us out
anything
with
out of Trudy, did I? Oy, oy, oy.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Phew. Right. Should we go in this way? Yeah, might as well.
Away! Picking up hostile life signs.
One of them's about to jump me to my left. Not landing the shots like I was last time, but hey, not the end of the world. Oh, he's down.
I was just getting warmed up.
Codswallop did some fairly good work though. Right. Stay away from the mine dogs, mate. Got it that time. It's not going to take me out this time.
Well, hello there.
Oh, hello there. And there's some weather. I feel like a version with more like effective survival mechanics would be quite fun with Fallout 4. Assuming it was better worked into the game than it currently is, because it's just kind of tacked on as it currently is. But if it had the warmth mechanics and stuff like that, Skyrim's one is pretty good. What was added as a creation. obviously inspired by Fallout 4's. But because of that, I think it came along afterwards, they were able to kind of go, yeah, this is what we should have done with Fallout 4 and do a slightly better job of it. Or at least the folks who worked on the creation mod, whatever you want to call it. I can go in. Now I've got to sell the right away. How else? Not the end of the world, is it? Cool. Right. Progress. Finally back on a forward trajectory. Dog mate, you're a fucking dumbass. Could have got me killed. This is why companions like tend to leave behind. Ooh, army fatigue's even better than military fatigues if I remember rightly. Yeah, because I've currently got military fatigues, which give me 5 energy resistance and agility buff, which is not bad. Army fatigues give you no damage resistance, but you get strength as well as agility. Slightly less agility, but a mix of the two, isn't it? Strength is nice for a bit of extra carry weight. To be honest, the extra agility is probably more useful to me right now. So, this dog meat only got himself blown up, not me. Nuka Cherry doesn't look that great in Fallout 4, does it? A little over bright. The version in 76 does look considerably better. Right. Onward. Cool. It's a little too easy, but because it was. There's usually a corpse back here, and there are some. Oh, okay. 4 more hats. And some food and stuff. That's not too terrible. Right, so we came down the road here, didn't we? We got to here. Where's the next directional choice? That way, really, isn't it, to come around? I mean, take thicket excavations and come back. So, kind of a bit of a doubling back on myself, but that's the way to go. We'll have E-number colours. Wow. Yeah, this is the sort of thing that would have troubled my mother 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Oh, Jesus, it's 30 years ago. I'm getting old and I don't like it. Yeah, it's not so bad. Things haven't stopped working too much yet. Here we go. Maybe a few Mirelurks. Do I have a level? I don't know. Screwing around too much. Thicket excavations. Make some weird noises on occasion, dog meat. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, yes. Indeed.
Sweet.
Shipment logs. Tables and tops. Pillar pushers. Interior slabs. Top drawer living. Ornate obelisks. Play tape. This is Sully's journal, isn't it? 17/18/2022. Great spot with the right crew. I'd have no problem keeping this place locked down. Traders run close enough for easy pickings. Not so close as we end up skinned. Whole thing's filled with water though. Figures there's always a catch. Big ass drainage pump looks mostly intact. If I'm lucky, it might still work. And take a closer look. Nope, not going to be that easy. Still, pump is in better shape than you think. I'd like to head back, grab some tools, but it's pretty late. I'll tinker with it some before I bed down tonight and head out in the morning. Shouldn't be too hard now. Grabbed a Gladys sledge, even if it was a bitch to carry all this way. Thing was rusted tight. A few good wax with the sledge cleared the problem right up. Thing made the damnedest sound each time, though. You'd swear something was moving around in there. Was able to make most of the connections, patched up all the pipe leaks I could find, besides the ones in the water. All the noises I'm hearing, I'm not setting foot in there. I'll probably head back and drag it out, and drag one of the new guys over here and make him do it. Noises in the water and stuff's not working properly. Yeah, another tattoo.
I wonder how the quarry fell. Rainfall, perhaps? Or maybe they dug right into a spring?
Yeah, good question. I might have to help myself to your tools, do you, Sally?
Unless you're gonna pitch in here, keep a distance.
Hey there.
Looking to earn some caps? I could use a hand here if you're all done gawking, you know.
Help you with what exactly?
Help you with what, exactly?
I'm trying to fix this old water pump. Should be plenty of scrap in here. If I can get it drained out.
What are you really up to here? Do I want to try it? No, I'm not going to take Cam's to Trump side. Let's try this, see how we do.
No, what are you really up to here?
Like I said, for scrap. Mind your own business. You helping or not?
Do you need help with?
What do you need help with?
The pump isn't in top shape, but it should at least start. There must be some leaky connections flooding me out. Think you could fix them? The leaks will be underwater. Look for bubbles, and you should find them.
No problem at all, Garrus. I mean, Sully. So, one's over there, one's over that way, and one's somewhere there, isn't there? Yeah, right. So, let's take some relics. Geronimo. Nearly screwed that. Hit the edge. Codsworth's doing a little swimming himself, apparently.
Did I ever mention I'm afraid of heights?
No, you didn't, but get back to me when you're afraid of water, Codsworth. It's not really a heights issue just yet. Once this pump's done, it probably will be, though.
Maybe if I close off this intake, I can get enough pressure.
Hey there.
That's a ticket. You do the honors. Hit that switch on the end of the pump.
It's the other end, isn't it?
That's done. Let's listen to her go. Wait a second. Did you hear that? Let's do this.
Pew pew pew. Always got to be ready for that one. Just enough early enough in the game to screw you over there.
Should be some way to... Ah, there it is. Hi. Meyer looks. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that started up. Anyway, I still got some tinkering to do on this thing. Shouldn't be too hard now, though. Thanks for pitching in. Here's a little something before you clear out.
Here's a little something before you please sod off. Don't want to kill you after you've done me a favour. Right. What are we going to spec into? You can lead us away off here. Science would be nice. Some of the sneaky stuff would be fun. Don't have any silence weapons there. Action boy. Target, ninja. Yeah, sneak attack's doing more damage is appealing though. Don't really need it right now as a top priority though. So I think a few possibilities. I think we're gonna go for science right now. 17 for the next one. So, I'll be able to upgrade my science weapons soon enough. "5:05 PM. So, what we're going to do is head back to Sanctuary, drop some stuff off, turn on the radio recruitment beacon so I can send people to Starlight Drive-In and 10 Pines Bluff when I get the chance. I'm going to need somebody to connect Starlight to Red Rocket, I think. Yeah, I think so. And then probably 10 Pines to Starlight. I think. So yeah, we'll head back to Sanctuary. And head off. What Pip-Boy scheme do I have? Riley's Rangers, one of the creations from, well, been around for a while, but it's currently in the anniversary edition set. For some reason, the no fast travel keeps in fast travel once, and then it switches back to not allowing me to do it again, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, it's not a bad look, is it? Kind of just about lore friendly enough. A little nod back to Fallout 3. Oh, excuse me. Right. Ooh, my elbow's being funny. You switched on or off? You're off. Good. Not anymore, you're not. Cool. We'll say no sign of Carla, but speak of the devil.
Carla,
Hey there. Trading?
what kind of stuff do you have?
Just a bit of everything. Got plenty to sell.
Let's see what you have.
I got a little bit of it.
Big question is, does she have any decent chest armor? Not right now. She's got a little bit of caps, not a lot though. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. So. Damn you, dog meat. Gotcha. Need to put some lighting in here. Not decided on... Power options are a bit limited, so I might just go for non-electric lighting. If that's an option. I'll have to look into my options there. Let's go in there. Another chest piece actually. I don't want to grab out and see if I can find the provision that's moving between Sanctuary and... Actually, gotta be honest, the guy that's moving between Sanctuary and Red Rocket probably doesn't need much, but kind of feel better if he had the full set anyway. Right.
Look at that.
There's much else I can do there, really. I could upgrade the grip, maybe. Recoil and hip fire accuracy. Not really worth it as a priority right now. Standard magazine. Quick eject mag, I wouldn't mind. What am I doing for supplies on that? Okay, maybe. Besides muzzle. I could put compensator on there. And I got the army paint creation as well, because actually the Enclave one isn't bad. I'm not going to do it, it's not bad. But the army one's kind of fun too. I don't know if I'll actually go for it though. Probably not right now. So I'm thinking I'd like to look into this. What's the... Anything about the AP cost of it, isn't there? So do I go pistol or do I go rifle? And what happens if I were to turn this into a full stock? Doesn't affect the damage, just affects the accuracy and presumably the range. No, it doesn't affect the range either, it just turns it into a rifle. Short barrel, just the improved short barrel. Long barrel gives it a bit of extra damage. I've got the automatic, which I don't want to do. Sights. Bunch of options there, but I'd probably just go with improved. Maybe. Muzzle, beam splitter turns it into a shotgun. Beam focuser is better range, accuracy, recoil. Splitter would make it even more deadly if I made it into a shotgun, but I don't want to do that. Very compensating, spirit recoil, reduced range. Kind of hate that the circular ball end is one of the better options for... if we're going to actually use it as a rifle. I think beam focus is probably the way I go, just 'cause it's not quite as annoying. I'm more inclined towards keeping it a pistol though, especially as I only get a slight increase for making it a long-barreled rifle. Whereas if I went for a long-barreled pistol, it's still going to give it a slight increase. Range, damage, sighted accuracy and recoil go up, but reduce ammo capacity and hipfire capacity. I'm kind of tempted to do that. I don't know, it looks a bit silly like that though. It looks kind of cool as a short barrel. But I like the little damage buff that I don't probably need that much. but the range will go up. Kind of tempted to make it a rifle too, but I don't know. I'm enjoying pistols, but rifles... I don't know, what happens if I do change it to a... Exceptional sighted accuracy, recoil, and aim with... better recoil aim with scopes. Recoil, hip fire accuracy. Recoil and hip fire accuracy. So that wouldn't improve the recoil any, but it should improve the hip fire. That loses the hip fire and gets me aim with scopes, which I don't really want to do with this. So I'm going to keep it a pistol, I think. Question really is it worth putting long... have I got a different capacitor available? I haven't got the nuclear material, but once I've got the opportunity I can do that. Short barrel, I'll do a long, go for a long one and buff the damage just a little bit. Automatic laser pistol. Nah. I mean, that does look cool, but it looks cooler on a rifle than a pistol, I think. It's a big old range buff, but no, I think I'll keep it with a short one. I'll stick an improved short barrel on there. Muzzle. Beam focuser probably increases range, accuracy, and recoil. Recoil and reduce range. I don't know. It really does reduce the range. That improves the recoil. I'll leave it as is. No muzzle, I think. I think that's going to be the way on that. Material, enclave paint isn't bad. It's pretty blacked out, which is quite cool. The army paint is not convinced by that either. Yeah, I'll leave it standard. It does look quite cool. Maximus has got a laser pistol on one of the new posters for season 2. An improved sight. I don't know what the improved sights might look like, so I'll hold off on that. Can I up this any? Nothing more on there. More gun nut if I was going to do that, wouldn't I? Right, okay. Extended short barrel, bracketed short barrel. That can't have a muzzle slot. This one can, which I could do. Barrel, I haven't got the fibre optics for. Well, bracketed one. If I had the fibre optics, I'd do that. Probably worth holding off on that until I can get a bracketed long barrel. That, what about the capacitor? 4-can capacitor. Peeling. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll up the capacitor on it. I'm not going to worry about increasing the quality of my armour at the minute. It's just too resource intensive and
Well
done. Way too... Let's sleep and then we'll have a look at the thing in the morning. It's too resource intensive for minimal improvement, especially when I'm going to get better armour fairly soon anyway, so... It's been 8 hours sleep. Still can't see much. Is that laser pistol and... Save that. And then it's got standard sights. Improved sights might be worth a look at. Question really is whether or not they're any better if I happen to aim this way. I think they have a back notch instead of just a front notch. No, there was a notch on that anyway. That is actually no noticeable improvement to me. Cool. Resources being sufficiently strapped as it is, I'll keep things as they are. The only question now, really, is ammunition, which is very limited. So I'll stick with my pistol for now. This is slightly better than my pistol. In several ways, but the ammo is sufficiently limited that I'm going to reserve judgment for now. So, next move. Just check whether or not anybody's shown up in the night. They haven't. Well, fast travel back to thicket excavations and carry on, I think. Let's just check whether or not the mod's done its thing again. Yep, it has. So, back to thicket excavations. There we go. It's rainy, but we're here. So we're here. Want to be there. We'll come around that way then. Make sure I'm safe before I push on any further and end up with regrets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do want to use lasers, just because, you know, lasers are cool, innit? But for now, I need to hold off until I get more reliable fusion cell drops. All right. Dropping ghouls in the rain. Bedford Station. Ooh, whipped a shot past him there. They're a bit problematic, ghouls. They are very much one-shot enemies with this setup. Fortunately, so am I.
Caution, sir. Found you. Picking up hostile life signs. I trust everyone's still alive.
Everyone except the bad guys.
What's all this then? Well, that's about
They're determined to run along the tracks there, aren't they? I heard another one. Heard you. There you are. Gotcha. Job's a good one. Only commit. Not very far at all is the answer. That's a general bit of info. We've got to Star Driver, Bethesda Station, Drummond and Gina. We haven't even got as far as Lexington yet, although that'll be next time, I think. Sanctuary up there. Sort of working our way slowly through this northwestern corner. So next time it'll be Lexington and probably Sunshine Tidings and everything over here. Walden Pond. Yeah, probably next time. Loot them all, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. Made it. Early days. So yeah, I was thinking again about whether or not I grab the mod that would rearrange enemy locations. But the drawback to doing that is that while it seems appealing right now at the start of the game, while enemies are not particularly deadly, or, you know, I also know this end of the game best, because who doesn't? When it gets to a bit later on, and I don't know where enemies are so well, and they're especially deadly, it's going to be a brutal combo if I get caught out, and I'll be dying even more often. It told me it was cleared. Lies, all lies. Green shirt and combat boots. What does that do for you? Ups your charisma and your endurance a little bit. That's appealing. Do some damage resistance. Not that the damage resistance is enough to be particularly significant. I'm also not taking any agility damage, any energy damage at the moment either, or anytime soon, really. Agility is nice to have, though. It's whether or not 2 points of agility versus a point in charisma. Charisma is tempting. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Agility is just really action points, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to do that. And we'll look a little bit less formal, I guess. Still want to get rid of the bloody Raider chest piece there. Tesla cannon. I'm not interested, to be honest. It's going to be an overpowered weapon that just doesn't make a great deal of sense. It's one of those gimmicky things that just doesn't appeal to me. A lot of those add-on weapons really are not something that I'm all that interested in, to be honest. I don't even like it in 76, where everything's gimmicky. My doing 76, it comes from content that shouldn't be in the game, so... F for that one. Okay, well, nah. Not with this setup, it won't be anyway. As I have this set up to be both I and enemies do extremely high damage. So I can kill them very quickly if I get the drop on them, but if they get the drop on me, it's curtains. So yeah, kind of changes the tone of things a bit. Okay, that's a bit further that way than I want to go right now. Oh, I'm stuck. Do I want... Ooh, what's going on there? Hair or fluff or fur or something stuck to my face. Yeah, not that really. That's... Dog meat, get behind me, you... Like... Oh. Some more pictures. Get the XP. Yeah, there's that. I'll think about it. I'm miles off there yet, but... I may get my ass handed to me enough times to change my perspective as time goes on. We'll see. My butt got very, very much perforated by a bottle cap mine earlier, and it didn't go well for me. Mind you, dogs and ghouls, things like that, can one-shot me right now, so... be careful. Speaking of things that can one-shot me, Gunner's up there. Given I have a mod on that adjusts enemy accuracy, reduces it for enemies that shouldn't be very good, and increases it for enemies that should. Gunners are in the should category. So there you go, to be an especially deadly foe if I do go over that way, which we might do as a way to end the evening. Pines is somewhere over this way. I can never quite remember what the path kind of disappears on you, which is a bit weird.
Hi.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Didn't you ask for the Minutemen for help? Take it easy with the Minutemen here to help. Do you always point a gun at everyone you meet? If I told you with the Minutemen, would you still shoot me? Still want to shoot me? Do you always point a gun at everyone you meet?
Do you always point a gun at everyone you meet?
I'm afraid I do these days. If we lose any more of our crops, we'll be done for. Now you best get yourself on down the road. We've got nothing for you.
I might be a little bit sarcastic here. If I told you I'm with the Minutemen...
If I told you I'm with the Minutemen, would you still want to shoot me?
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Something you need my help with. We're rebuilding them from the ground up. Good guys again. Didn't expect to be lectured by the people who came to help. Do you want my help or should I be on my way? We're rebuilding them from the ground up.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Why do they have arrows pointing at the settlement? Because they trade their produce. Well, they would trade it if it weren't for the fact it was all being stolen by greedy-ass raiders. I think is the idea. Yeah, trading your surplus is one thing. Having everything that ain't nailed down pinched every time they decide they get so inclined is not really what you want, though. Will you be willing to join the Minutemen once I've dealt with them? I'll take care of them. I'll kick their asses for you, no problem. I'll take care of them. Would you be willing to join the Minutemen once I've dealt with them?
Will you be willing to join the Minutemen once I've dealt with those raiders?
Well, we'll certainly give it a good long think. People have gotten used to not being able to count on you folks. That's not going to change overnight.
Yeah, the timeline for the Minutemen's disappearance and demise and stuff versus sort of the timeline of Preston and his group is a little bit weird. Or unclear. Have I watched the TV show? I have, yes. I'm going to watch it again, probably during next week. I think that's my plan. I was thinking about this earlier today.
Hey there.
Best way to spend your caps is protecting your hide with my armor. That advice is free.
The armour? Not so much. Yeah, I watched it obviously when it came out and stuff, and was fortunate enough to attend the premiere for the show as well. That was really, really cool down in London. But I need to refresh my memory ahead of season 2 because it does feel like it's been a minute, and I've got a few question marks, which kind of thrown up by the trailer, because I did a breakdown on the trailer. And there were a couple of occasions where I was like, I can't remember exactly how that panned out while I was going through it, so I do want to refresh my memory. What kind of stuff do you have?
What kind of stuff do you have?
I sell armor for Old Man Stockton's outfit, based out of Bunker Hill. Been selling armor to smart wastelanders for years. The dumb ones walk away empty-handed, but they don't stay dumb long, if you catch my meaning.
Let's see what you've got.
Focus on stopping power. Pretty.
Does 18th season 2 comes out? Don't need that. Not gonna use a hunting rifle either. A couple of hunting rifles. Although, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to give them... No, I won't give those to my provisioners, because pistols do just fine. I'll hang on to those, because it's good to give to my provisioners as well. Because, yeah, the pistols are doing just fine right now. And they fire faster, so... I think they will be better off with those. You need those either railway spike. I'm going to use a railway rifle. Shotgun, probably won't need that, but I'll hang on to it in case. Definitely won't need that. Probably don't want that either, but I'll hang on to it in case. Right, what's he got then? Akusha, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I said, but I did try and fix my alerts, but it was not happening. Something has changed in the way Stream Elements works, and my existing alerts no longer work with their new system or whatever. Something like that. Fuck knows, it was all wigging out, so I couldn't get it working. So that's raised painted metal right arm. That's somewhat appealing. Can spend on that. Lightweight metal chest piece is appealing. Thumb and left leg, mantis stuff. Left arm, left leg. Did he have any? He had a metal right arm as well, didn't he? I might dip for that. Not that. It's going to cost me a few pennies, but I don't think I will have a great deal of regrets for it. Anything else? No, I will sell that just to try and claw some of the money I've got back. So I need to be generally moving upward in a financial direction. That can go as well. I think I've got enough spares. Cool. What one did I not get? Metal right arm, left arm, metal right leg. So the right leg is the one I'm not going to get rid of. There was a right arm there. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Yep. So there we go. That bumps up my resistances a little bit. Let me get rid of that leather welded chest piece as well. 6 and 4 versus 12 and 5. Definitely better. And also, it looks considerably less awful as well.
Hey, Lucas.
Got armor at good rates if you're in the market.
What kind of stuff do you have?
I sell armor. Been selling
That's
armor.
not the one I wanted
Don't
to
stay
click.
dumb long.
I've got a few minutes to...
My prices are firm.
Oh. Nice. So, before too terribly long, we'll be able to take over this place as well, won't we? Alright. So, I think we'll drop a save. Now we'll do a silly thing and see whether or not we can't raid that gunner outpost there. Possibly go wrong, right? Yeah, Lucy definitely looks to have toughened up a bit in... well, she was toughening up by the end of Season 1. Her... Check the highest wild. Wild can't be planted, so it's no use to me. Yeah, she was toughening up by the end of Season 1, and it looks like from the traders that she's going to be continuing that trend on her journey. Right. And hit that. This problem is trying to lure them out somewhere I can pop them from miles away so that they can't hit me, because they are supposedly good shots. They won't really poke their head out from behind the cover unless I give them a reason to, so I might have to be a bit more circumspect about this. Third crank on there, shall we? Are we going to see anybody coming out? I think we are. Right. We sneak in and try this carefully. Like to hit that light up there as well before I get too close. Yeah, they've been... that number did get mentioned, didn't it? Season 3 has been officially, unofficially confirmed as well, so... But there we go. I have a distinct feeling that they weren't technically supposed to mention that last weekend. Or at least Walton Goggins probably wasn't. You know, the look on everyone else's face around there and the reactions and how little was said about it makes me think they weren't supposed to let that one slip. It is what it is. Right.
Jolly work, but wouldn't want to leave the good stuff.
Be quiet, buddy.
You'll have to do better than that.
Oh, shit. Ooh, that could have gone a lot worse. I got lucky there, I think. Ahem. Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. Season 7 crap after third season of your shows? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. As long as they continue to serve the story, that's what I want to see. Safely done that time. Ooh. The laser pistol. Don't really need the gunner guard outfit, but one thing about this and making enemies more dangerous and stuff is, and I said this last time, this game really doesn't have much in the way of footstep sounds and stuff. So positional audio and stuff, so when it's really dangerous you can get screwed over and wrong-footed very easily because you don't know somebody's there. Catch you later now. That one goes down, I believe. This one goes up. There's at least one more left.
I was just getting warmed up.
Could have gone worse. This harness, it's not going to be worth the money, and they're horrific anyway. They look awful. Oh, well, that went well. Only died once. So much to see. It's Atomic Gallery, is it? I forget what the name of the place is. Going over towards Malden, and somewhere over there is where Covenant is, and you can see the Asylum, is it there? And the tower that I think is populated by Deathclaws. Get all the way out. There's Kingsport Lighthouse over there. It's an airport. Some places really stick out, some don't so much. Mass fusion building. Significant to at least one ending, if not more than one, of the game. It kind of makes sense. It's such a visible, outstanding structure. It's like you'd see where the end of the game is at all times, pretty much. And you can see the top of Corvega plant as well. I think that is the one that Strong's at the top of, isn't it, that building? Forget what it's called now, though. Can't really see. I think that's possibly Diamond City there, but I can't really tell. The level of detail of what you can see at that kind of distance in a game from 2015, that even then didn't have its most stupendously amazing graphics for its time period, you know, it was pretty decent. Ooh, laser sniper rifle, nice. Happy about that. Might be an upgrade from the laser musket, but I don't know really. I think I can overcharge the laser musket, and I don't think I can with the sniper rifle. Still. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the case. It might be a case of give that to a settler provisioner who's going to need a decent weapon, maybe. Oh dear, dog mate. You silly boy, you just fell off the top, didn't you? Can I summon this from down here? I don't think I can, actually, can I? No. Oh, he's back up again. It would be a very good idea to do so, even if I could, I don't think. No, Codsworth, I did not. I picked it up on purpose. Right. Keep wanting to loot the logs, but I can't, because it's not that game. The freeways and the overpasses are distinctly recognisable in this game, I think. Me, anyway. Now, next time, we'll make our way south towards Lexington, I think. Yeah, I think this area and Lexington will be the next ones, right? And then we'll be ready to kind of close this area off, maybe. Might bounce back to Sanctuary, though. Drop a few bits off. I didn't really want to do that, did I? And then... that wasn't right. And then we can... I'll be in a position to sort of tweak the supply lines and stuff when settlers start coming in. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm still trying to think where I want to get set up as like my main safe house, jumping off point, player home, and I'm still leaning towards Taffington at the moment. I think that's probably going to be a good idea. Maybe 200, that's not terrible. Could maybe, I think it might. Let's see. So that's going to eat through ammo quite a bit more, though. Do I really need such a high-powered weapon, or could I go to this one? It's got a better range on it as well. It's got a medium scope as opposed to a short one, I think. Oh, this has got a long scope. I could also upgrade this. But I think being able to deliver big punchy damage on occasion at distance, and I can kind of scale that any way I want, so I think I'll stick with that. What I think I'm going to do... set my laser pistol up as my main one. And then I'll still have... my 10mm as a backup with lower amounts of ammo with me. Say about 50. Convenience, I'm going to leave that like that. Not quite what I had in mind, actually. Yeah, that's what I had in mind. Do I have any... just to double check? No, I don't. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so I can go and get stuff stashed away. Actually, there might be some bits here that I want to get rid of. I actually do want to put in there blood packs, hub flowers, Nuka cherry can go in there. Nuka cola, yeah. Berries, potatoes. Cool. Nice. Now I've got a couple of bits to stash away in here. Unlocked. I don't know, I can't remember. In here. That's locked. Not for long. Yeah, go in there. Keep that. Store. Probably want to sell that. Do I? Yeah, probably. I'll hold on to it for the moment. Those I'll make to give to somebody else later. Let's start moving a little further south. That's fine. Store. Cool, I think. Nice. Have a good one, Steve. I think it's about time to wrap up here anyway. Have a good weekend. Videos coming in the next day or two, because there's a whole lot of stuff that's just suddenly started happening just in time for the weekend. So, I think I'll stay in here. Yeah, I'll be jumping onto that soon enough. So, for now, I will press that one. Yee, it's working. Updates. I think we'll do that button and that one. Nice. That one. Well, and it's also shutting down properly now, which is it wasn't doing before, so there's a win. Yeah, that was not quite as productive as I was hoping, but I think I got pretty much everything I wanted to do done. I wouldn't have minded picking up sunshine tidings and maybe swinging out that side as well today, but with one thing and another, that didn't really happen, did it? Still, we got there in the end. Yeah, that was fun. Definitely enjoyed that. The plan, the next... well, yeah, quite one for the weekend. We'll be back streaming on Monday, and we'll jump into the last caretaker there, I think. But there will be a Fallout video tomorrow, Fallout 4 video tomorrow, I think. And then probably Monday, there will be a Fallout 76 video, and maybe possibly a Fallout 4 short. We'll see what happens. And then I'm working on a 76 build at the moment, and that'll come in sometime next week. Probably in the middle of the week, but with everything going on at the moment and all the stuff that suddenly just popped up at the end of the week. That's had to be kicked a little further down the road, unfortunately. Ah, well, it is what it is. Yeah, that should be cool. So, lots coming up. And then after that, well, sooner or later, I will probably drop a Fallout 4 build as well when I've got one of those to a point that I'm actually reasonably happy with. So, yeah, should be fun. It might just be a tour of, like, my Sanctuary safe house. But we'll see. I could also, instead of putting the Sanctuary folks in the house they're currently in, I could maybe move them into the next one over, next door to my house, and then I could sort of wall off around those and then have a shared back garden as a... oh, you know what? I'm liking this idea. As a kind of whole settlement there, build it around those two houses rather than across the street. Do it on the same side of the street. Hang on, I'm going to write this down. Kind of. Yeah, I might be able to do something with that. Maybe. That's an idea, innit? We'll see how that goes. Anyway, yeah, for now, thank you for hanging out. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I am really happy to be playing Fallout 4 again. I'm enjoying it a lot at the moment. Looking forward to pressing on. We'll probably pick this one up again the back half of next week. Not sure exactly when and so on, but we'll sort something out there. I need to have a look at what's happening in the next few weeks and things and stuff. We'll see how we get on with The Last Caretaker. We're going to start that up again, or pick that up again on Monday. We'll see how we progress with that. I'll see what we do after that as well, because we do a lot of Fallout 4, but I might just keep it to like 2 or 3 streams a week and maybe bring something else in if there's nothing else coming out, which I don't think there is, that I'm particularly desperately keen to jump on at the moment. If I have a very quick gander, I don't think there's anything. There's a few things coming up that I'm interested in, but I don't think there's anything that's like definitely going to land. I've not seen anything about that in a while. I should have a look. Or that. And then after that, we're looking onward to next year. There's probably going to be stuff that's difficult to... Yeah, stuff I need to have a look at there. There's mostly the stuff I've got listed in my spreadsheet is just stuff that I don't know if I'm even going to be able to play it when it does come out. Anything leaping out on my wish list that I'm expecting soon? I can't remember what the hell that was. Oh yeah, it looks vaguely interesting. Again, supposed to be no, that's not happening. Again, blah blah blah. There's a lot of stuff that's like had 2025 alleged release dates, and they haven't appeared. Oh, they've changed the name of it. Let's have a look at that. Formerly Crosswind, apparently Wind Rose is a pirate survival game. Did some betas and stuff not terribly long ago. That was supposed to be out early next year, so I'll keep an eye on that maybe. Gothic 1's due out early next year. Astafel was something that caught my eye, but I can't remember much about it other than the fact it's a potentially interesting medieval survival game from the look of it. I'm guessing that one will probably drop down the list. There's some other things that are down here that are not got dates. Alcahest looked interesting. Exodus at some point, but I probably won't be able to play that one on my current machine. Fate Keeper looks interesting. Don't know if you saw the trailer that came out for Fate Keeper recently, but that's worth a look. If you like Skyrim-esque games, it'd be Unreal, I think that probably, Unreal Engine. It's definitely in that mode. It looks quite cool. Obviously up to date rather than old-fashioned. What else was there on there? It's coming up. I'm sure there was something else. The Vernihorn looked cool. God knows when that'll come out, but I saw a trailer for that. That looked epic. I don't know. The front half of next year, apart from maybe need to look into Windrose, I might even go old school with something pick something old that we haven't played. Like, I'm always looking for a window that's going to be available to squeeze The Witcher 3 in, because I've still not done it and I still want to do it. So maybe that window is coming up. I don't know. I'll have to see. Anyway, I'll have a look at those and scratch my head a little bit. Probably now, before I think about what I'm going to do video-wise, because definitely got a video to do for tomorrow, or I might leave that and just do it tomorrow, because, On the other hand, the more I leave to tomorrow, the less weekend I get, don't I? So, see how I feel. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out tonight, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this one. We will be back at Fallout tomorrow, next week anyway. So, likes, subs, notification bell if you want to keep up to date with that. It'll be, probably Wednesday, that we jump back into this. We'll see. Otherwise, keep an eye on my social medias, links down below. I'll keep you up to date with what I'm doing over there as well. And if you want to support the channel directly, you can take a gander at the channel memberships, which I very much appreciate for those who have done so. Yeah, do appreciate. Otherwise, right now, we are probably not going back to the Outer Worlds 2, I don't think, because, yeah, that kind of... I really, really wanted to like it. I said the same thing about the first game, and neither of them have been up to snuff for me. I've just not enjoyed them. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that just leaves us with an opening to play some other stuff instead, doesn't it? Yeah, should be cool. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Do join us next week. Keep an eye out for the video tomorrow and early parts of next week as well, because it's coming up. And yeah, beyond that, have a good weekend. Look after yourself. Stay safe. And I will see you on Monday. Take care, folks. Night night.